These reptiles are venomous, carnivorous, and vile. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most dangerous snakes around the world. For this list, we're looking at the most lethal of slimy serpents around the world, and basing our choices on a mix of how venomous and dangerous they are, as well as their relative proximity to human beings. Number 10. Death Adder. Native to Australia and New Guinea, the Acanthopus laevis doesn't actively scour around for lunch. Instead, it kicks back beneath the soil, waiting for the perfect opportunity to chomp into its unassuming prey. In fact, when hidden, the death adder appears to be a worm just waiting to be snatched up. Yet there's no snake more proficient in seizing a snack and subsequently returning to its position. While this snake can be fatal to humans, with its bite first causing paralysis, a large dose of antivenom will solve the problem should the death adder launch a surprise attack. Number 9. Philippine Cobra. As part of the nausea genus of snakes, this fearsome serpent is capable of launching venom from almost 10 feet away and has a fondness for swallowing up mice and rats. As you might have guessed, the Philippine cobra lives in the Philippines and its surrounding islands. Despite years of documented cases where humans' respiratory systems shut down after a bite, locals still like to play around with the Philippine cobra. Since it has one of the most potent venoms of its kind, that's not really a good idea. Number 8. Tiger snake. One minute you're walking among the wetlands of Australia. The next, a colorful tiger snake appears with its head perched high and ready to rip into you. Okay, maybe such a narrative sounds extreme, but just tell that to Southern Australians who find themselves bitten by the slimy species known as Notechus scutatus. Given the popularity of Australia's beautiful coasts, this snake remains a legit concern down under. Yet tiger snakes are legally protected from any violence against them. And if you do get bitten, there's a 50-50 chance that you will die without immediate treatment. Number 7. Rattlesnake. Rather loud and undeniably dumb, the rattlesnake earned a reputation for chomping into North Americans, especially the diamondback rattler of the southeastern United States. But here's the thing, the rattlesnake does not want to eat us. In fact, it would probably just like to be left alone, yet we continue to harass these snakes and ultimately pay the price. Why? Well, 'cause their rattle makes us giggle, that's why. Rattlesnakes are all over the Americas, but their favorite locale is the American Southwest, far away from annoying city dwellers. Still, there's always someone hoping to ruin its day, as evidenced by the fact that they are the chief source of snake bites on the continent. Number 6. Brown snake. Okay, maybe the Australian brown snake, also known under the genus name of pseudo-nausea, doesn't exactly have the sexiest of names, but that doesn't mean it won't destroy your kidneys if provoked. These reptiles are more sensitive than most and less apt to endure your constant stick poking. In other words, find some other, preferably harmless snake to annoy. The ringed brown snake doesn't have the longest of fangs and therefore probably won't kill you. But watch out for the western brown snake. He will F you up with its venom given the opportunity. Number 5. Sea snake. Arguably the most toxic of all snakes, this aquatic creature spends its life in the water. Well, at least most of the time. Without gills, the sea snake, also called the hydrophini and coral reef snake, must occasionally come up for air. However, it won't bite unless thoroughly provoked. Even if the sea snake does launch an attack on surprised fishermen, they're very sparing in their use of venom. These guys don't inject victims just for the hell of it. They're much more likely to use their venom on unassuming fish. They also like to party. Seeing dozens of them all together is not uncommon. Number 4. Anaconda. If you've ever seen a movie in which ignorant tourists roam the Amazon, then you'll probably recognize this snake. You know, the one that constricts and eats people whole. Not just people either. Crocodiles, deer, or anything unlucky enough to be engulfed in its wrath. The green anaconda is the largest snake in the world. They've been known to cannibalize each other, making them the most psychotic snakes as well. Even though an anaconda won't kill you with venom, it will squeeze the crap out of you, and just like that, you'll be gone. Number 3. King Cobra. When a snake has a royal nickname, you better respect its throne. Oddly enough, the king cobra isn't actually a cobra or a naja. Instead, it's in a class of its own called Ophiophagus, which actually means snake eater. Seriously. Blessed with a forked tongue that transmits signals to something called a Jacobson's organ, this highly intelligent serpent hunts down its victims with absolute stealth and swallows them before they even know what happened. In other words, stay away from the king cobra, because they don't give a damn about selfie etiquette. Number 2. Inland taipan. Yet another venomous snake native to Australia. The inland taipan is the most toxic snake in existence. If you ever come across this lethal creature, just run as fast as you can in the opposite direction. Listen, the inland taipan doesn't want trouble, and neither does the coastal taipan, another dangerous snake. But if you anger it, the snake will make you pay. Some bites can be handled with time and the appropriate antivenom. But if this fierce, small-scaled serpent strikes, the clock will be ticking. Theoretically, a human would last less than 3 full-length Watch Mojo videos, or 45 minutes. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. The black mamba. Speed, agility, size. Here's an African snake that gives everybody the heebie-jeebies. The fastest snake on Earth, the black mamba tends to be aggressive and protective of its domain. This nasty creature inspired a code name in Quentin Tarantino's film Kill Bill.
Her code name was Copperhead. Mine, Black Mamba.
NBA legend Kobe Bryant, in turn, adopted the same moniker to represent his skill set. Like most snakes, the black mamba doesn't actively seek out human flesh, but mess around and you will get schooled in the science of deadly venom. Before antivenom, your chances of survival were basically 0, and even then, you've got under 3/4 of an hour to live if you're not treated. So it's no wonder its bite is known as the kiss of death. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite dangerous snake? For more mind-blowing top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.